Let me go quickly to Maria out of New York. Maria, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
Do you hear me well?
Are you on a speaker or something?
No, I just wanted to make sure you're hearing me so we don't know.
No, you're doing fine.
Okay. At first, I wanted to say real quick about this discussion with this thing. It actually did trigger an emotion in me. It was very disturbing to see.
And why?
Because, I think I agree with Hake when he said some cities, he would be on the side of like taking it down, that it really should, there should be boundaries and lines that we set. I know we're a free country, but this is still is a Christian nation, and it just feels like it's just another slap in the face, when it comes to them trying to attack Christianity again.
And then why do you need an emotion trigger in order to see that? Why isn't it enough to see what he's doing without feeling anything about it?
That's true, I guess.
No, that was a question.
Yeah. I don't know why it triggers so much feeling, I guess sometimes people feel something in order to make a move.
And so if you didn't feel anything about it, you wouldn't make a move, you think?
To change it. I guess you can know it logically, right? That it's wrong, and you can try to make a move and not feel anything about it, in a way. I guess that's possible, yeah. It's just most of the time people have their opinion, and then the opinion and the brain, what you're thinking, gives a feeling, and then that feeling. But you're right, you know what? The feeling actually does make you overreact, and then you become just like that person, I guess.
Do you believe that you need to feel something about it in order to see it for what it is, and if you need to take an action, to just take an action? And if you didn't feel anything about it, do you believe that you wouldn't do anything?
I don't think that you need to, no, but I think most people today do need to feel something first. I guess that's a bad thing.
So you think you need to feel something first?
I don't think so, but I think that's what happens most of the time.
And why are you triggered by it then?
I don't know. I seen him because I guess it made me upset just seeing the fact that he was trying to push it, in the Christian's face. But then again, I don't know. It was just like the same way we would be. Most people would be triggered if they seen, a child pornography displayed like that outside on the sidewalk. We wouldn't allow that.
And why would they have to be triggered by it though, in order to take action about it?
Right. No,
that was a question.
They don't. Yeah, they don't. They actually don't. Yeah, they don't. I guess it just shows there's still anger in a lot of people.
Who is worse?
Myself.
Who is worse? The person that will put that type of display out in front of their lawn, or the person that overreacts to it?
Probably it's probably the same. Probably the same, no better than the other person, because they're just making it bigger.
So you think both parties are equally bad?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, Maria, I know you called about something else. You still want to talk about that?
I do.
All right.
It was about anger.
Can you hold for a minute?
Yes.
Maria, thank you for holding. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, Jesse. Well, I'm not sure if you remember me, but I did call in a few times. I found you in January, back in January, after I prayed to God about just giving up, I just want to know, I need help because nothing's working. And I called, I actually found your show and I started listening and we spoke and I went and I forgave my mom. I went and forgave my grandma. my dad as well. I didn't go to him physically and forgive him because I didn't really feel any resentment towards him. But anyway, he was away. He really couldn't help me when I was young. Long story short, after that, everything like started making so much sense, like a lot of things, and I started seeing things a lot more clearer. And I felt like, oh, this is it. This is the answer. I'm healed, And then I, I started to tell people about it, that all that, and that doesn't really turn out too well. Everybody went up against, this guy Jesse, my family members. It was weird. Anyway, they got past that. Next thing, my marriage is getting a lot better. I'm realizing what my role is or should be, really should be according to God's will. And I all of a sudden, my mom hates my husband, who I thought she liked. And just like one thing after another started to happen, and one problem after the other. And then I was starting to see myself getting more and more triggered. And I didn't understand, because I thought I was better. And I started to see myself get more and more triggered because I felt like attacked. That's what it felt like I was being attacked in every direction. And, good things were also coming out of this. We have 2 boys. I conceived a girl. I'm pregnant now. We're actually going to be moving away from here. And bad things happened with my mom where I had to kind of push her out of my life, and that hurt. I felt hurt through that, but it actually turned out to be not a bad thing, considering her state of mind and what she's imposing on me and my family. And so, the good came out of what seemed to be bad. But now I'm still suffering with, I feel all these feelings, and they're still there. Like I see how it's getting better, but I still have so much anger at times and so much sadness, where I had a therapist, they told me I have a lot of anxiety and depression, like severe depression, and that, because I'm pregnant, my hormones, are triggering this, and I'm having all these things, and I see myself hurting my family, not really hurting them, but physically, but I see how I'm hurting them, and I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. I don't want, see, it's triggering another emotion. I don't want to be this way. And I'm not changing overnight. I see it sometimes and then it fades, if that makes any sense. I feel like sometimes I think maybe I should walk away. There's a couple of times I know I probably hurt my husband because I said, maybe you should just keep the kids. Now I'm thinking, maybe you should just keep them and I should leave. And I mean that. It's not for him to chase me or anything.
And your question for me is what?
How do I overcome this?
You don't want to hurt no more?
Right.
I don't want to hurt no more.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
It's time for moving on. Oh, baby, no. I don't want to hurt no more. Too much talking, baby. Who is this person that's feeling this way and all this is happening? Who is the person that this is happening to?
It feels like it's happening to me.
But who is it in reality?
Nobody?
I don't want to fight. What?
I don't know. It's not really happening.
Who is it that is happening to?
It feels like me.
But in reality, who is it?
It's happening to... Oh, maybe the bad side of me?
So you have a good side and a bad side?
Yeah, I think so. I think we all do.
So you're divided?
Kind of. Right. I'm very divided right now. That's what it feels like. Like I'm on some type of a fence of understanding and getting better, and then just 100 times worse.
How will you
Like
ever
a mess.
become whole if you don't let this happen so you can see that you're divided? How would you become one?
Okay. How would I become one if I don't let this happen? Oh, instead of running away. Maybe. Because I was thinking of running away from...
Running
and
away.
it sounds terrible.
Running away where? To where? Wherever you run to, you're going to be there.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bring anybody along in my hell.
No, you still bring somebody along. You're bringing you along. And then you go somewhere else. You're going to be around people, and you're going to bring the hell to them as well. That's the job of hell, is to spread it.
That's why I said maybe. There were times I said silly things.
Do you want to feel the way you're feeling?
No, I really don't. I don't, because it's hurting other people.
Would you ever bring this upon yourself?
No.
Then why are you taking credit for it then? You know that you would never do this to yourself. You don't want to feel this way. Why do you think it's you making you feel this way?
You're right. I think it's not.
That was a question. That's not a you right. That was a question. Why do you think it's you when you know that you would never do this to yourself?
Yeah, it just feels like that at times. So it makes you believe. It makes me believe that it's me, but it really isn't me. I wouldn't do this to myself. At the same time, I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
That's right. And so you're not making it happen to yourself, and you can't stop it, yet you think it's you.
Right. But even if I know it's not me, I can't stop it, and it's hurting. And through me, it's hurting my family.
How's it hurting your family?
Because I'm still angry. I get anger towards them.
You take it out on them?
I get triggered. Right. That's what I keep doing.
And why are you working on behalf of evil?
I don't know.
What do you think will happen if you quietly go through this and let this false self die from you? What do you think will happen if you quietly went through it?
I could try to do that.
No, the question was, what do you think will happen if you did it?
If I did that, it would be a lot better for my family.
And how about for you?
If I was able. And for me too, because they would be okay. I would still feel probably a lot of the anxiety and depression and anger.
Why are you putting these fancy names to cover up evil?
It's all, right, it's anger.
But why are you using those fancy names to cover up evil?
Because the therapist so many years have drilled into me that, all that stuff.
But where will you dump the false ideas of the therapist? She or he doesn't know what they're talking about. Why you still believe the lie?
Yeah, I know.
No, that was a question.
I don't know why. I don't know. It's just there all the time. Those labels. Those labels, but they all mean the same thing. They're all.
But those labels are covered up evil. Which one you would rather feel? Which one you would rather see? To know that it's evil, or to think that it's depression?
Know that it's evil.
So why you let some dumb therapy tell you it's depression?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just figured evil causes anxiety and depression and,
No, evil causes evil. But the stupid people with the degrees put those titles on it. They call it something else. But it's evil. Did Christ or God ever call evil depression? Or did they call it evil?
Right, he calls it evil or bad thoughts, right? Evil thoughts too, stuff like that.
And why are you? Which are you going to do? Follow the way of the Father or follow the way of the world?
I want to follow the way of God.
Well, then you got to let go the way of the world.
Yeah, and I'm having a really bad time. The hardest thing, Jesse, has been like trying to obey my husband. At first, it was nice, and then all of a sudden, he's doing things that are silly, and I
He's
can't
doing things that
comprehend
you're
it.
judging.
Okay, but even if what if it is wrong? Well, he's allowed to be wrong.
It's wrong for you to judge wrong. It's enough to see it, but you don't need to have an opinion about it. And you also see what to do about it. But you have an opinion like you did with the bloody statue thing that man had in the yard.
Well, it has to be called out, I think, like with the statue. It has to be called out so it can change.
But you don't have to
Even-
feel anything about it to do that. It's time to get over feelings because feelings are of your father, the devil. Seeing it is of your father, God. Which one will you serve?
God, but what happens when you see it? If I'm supposed to obey my husband and I see something, I could say it, but if he's supposed to still do what he's going to do, right? And I'm supposed to follow?
If you see it without any opinion, you will see the action to take if you need to take action. You will see the right thing to do about it, and it wouldn't be based on your opinion or your emotional reaction to it. It's enough to see in life it's evil to overreact to life.
Right, because a lot of it's pride and ego, too, with certain things.
It's all pride and
Okay.
ego with you. That's why you're on the run right now.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I'm on the run.
And it's enough to recognize that you are having the pain in the body, and these thoughts are
Yeah.
coming to you. But you got to relax in it so you can see it's not you, so you can stop giving it evil life in order to destroy you, go off on the children, go off on your husband. It got you doing its works for it by you overreacting to it.
Yeah, you know what it's like, Jesse? It's like when it just attacks. Like you get this quick thought out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's a feeling, and then a reaction without any thought.
Yeah.
And it comes one after the other. So sometimes you don't even have time to think.
Right, but it's only happening that way because you're not practicing being aware all the time. Even when you're
Maybe
not, even when you have the so-called good feeling, you have no pain. Good feelings is still pain. So even in the good feeling, you still need to practice being present. That you have these so-called good feelings, but the devil tell you, "Oh, you haven't had a thought today. You haven't had any pain," and he tell you, "You're doing fine. You're like you can see now." And as soon as you believe that, you fall.
Yeah, because it hypes you up. 5 times that happened this week where I was hyped up about a good thought that didn't turn out well, and then it's just
all thoughts
insane.
are all lies all the time about anything. Even the so-called good thoughts. You're free now, it says, but those are thoughts telling you that you're free. When you're truly free, there's no thinking about it at all. Zero thinking. You want a zero thinking life. But I recommend, are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
No, I have done it though, but I'm not doing it enough.
How you think you're going to be free if you're not practicing being aware?
Okay, I've been fearful of it, and I know I call it again anxiety, but it's not, it's evil. So evil's been making me fearful of doing the silent prayer because the times that I did do it, it was good. And then all of a sudden, I was feeling a lot of that trembling and my heart pounding. I got nervous. I had a nightmare.
And so you keep calling the devil I, and you keep worshiping the devil. You're not ready yet, right, to overcome your hell.
Maybe that's why this is happening. Because I could see a little bit, and then
come back to your phone. If you can
Hello?
you can hear. Come back, come back to your phone. Huh? If you can you can hear.
Yeah.
You're not ready for it to overcome your hell, because if you were ready, you would practice being aware. There would be nothing that would get in the way of that. But you're not ready, and you love complaining about not being ready. You get the thrill of it. If you were ready, you'd be doing it. You'd be relaxing and let the source that can destroy evil, the light, you let that take over and fight your battle for you. But you're not ready yet. You're not even doing the silent prayer every morning and night. Are you bringing your mind back to your body?
Right. No, it's always somewhere. I guess a lot of the time.
Maria, how are you expecting to overcome hell if you're unwilling to fight?
Yeah, I don't know what's making me afraid of the silent prayer. I really don't.
It's your father, the devil. The last thing your father, the devil, want you to do is to be still and don't react. He doesn't want to depart from you. And he knows that if you ever really, truly got serious about being still and allowing the light to fight for you, because you can't do it yourself, he has to depart from you. He knows that, and you're obeying him.
Okay, it's true. You know what? Because a lot of these crazy thoughts came into my head, like it's meditation, and people have.
Have you ever heard me mention meditation at all? I said observe. No. I don't tell you to meditate.
Right.
But you're worshiping your father and you're loving it, the devil. And I just feel so bad. I hurt my children, and my mother is gone, but she's back, but that's a bad thing, good thing. You love it. Because you didn't love it, you will work on you by getting up every morning, being still so you can watch what's going on. During the day, you would take a moment.
But if I'm in pain, why do people love pain? I'm in pain.
Why do you? In pain. Because it feels good to complain about it. It feels alive. It feels good to go to the therapist, and the therapist tell you, "Oh, you're pregnant. It's meditation. I mean, it's depression. You're loving it."
No, I don't like that. I haven't even spoken with that.
If you didn't like it, you would do the silent prayer, let the Father of Light take over.
So then it's that other part of me that likes it.
No, you like it too, but you like that other part of you. You're worshiping it, so you like it.
I don't know. Okay. This is terrible. So that makes me a very bad, evil person. If I can like this and like hurting my children, that's evil.
But if it's not you, why do you take credit for it? It's evil. Why you said, I don't like it. You don't clearly see that something else had made a home in you, and it makes
something's definitely driving me. But you said I like it. You said.
Yeah, because if you didn't, you would be still and overcome it.
Oh, maybe I'm used to it. Maybe it's a comfort zone. Could have said that happened to people where you're just used to something and you're afraid of the unknown, I guess. But that's not having true faith in God. So
you're loving the thrill of it. You love the thrill of it. When you stop loving your thrills, then you'll be over it.
Oh, like the up and down, the feeling.
Yep. And I don't obey my husband, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I do. I have now. I just haven't, it's just been hard.
But let me tell you this, because I got to run.
Okay.
Whenever you get serious about overcoming evil, I recommend you do the silent prayer and watch those thoughts. And it's enough to see that your body you're feeling the ego pain in the body, but know that it's not you, and allow it to pass through. Let the thoughts pass through. And eventually you're going to have a clear mind. You'll be free. But until you're ready for that, just whine and suffer and blah, blah, blah.
What if the silent prayer makes me? What if I wake up and I wind up losing like my husband or something?
What?
I don't know. Like like
What'd you just say?
What if he doesn't wake up? Like my husband. Say I wake up and he stays where he's at because he's not working on himself.
But why would a person who is asleep make that kind of statement?
Oh, I shouldn't say that because I'm asleep.
Is that happen? Why are you living in the future, Satan?
Right. Okay, it's not the present. Present's with God.
Why are you in the future, devil?
Right. I couldn't possibly know that. That's an evil statement.
Why are you in the future, devil? Something that's not happening. You're not even awake yet yourself, and you're talking about what if. You're divided. There is no if. There's only now.
I hear you. Okay, Jesse. Thank you.
Thank me for what?
For your show and for talking about the silent prayer and me finding
You come for me?
all of it. Just thank you for everything you've done. The show, from what I learned.
When will you be all in?
I guess I could do it now. I could start now.
What?
I could start now. I thought I started. I thought I was healed.
And all thoughts are all lies all the time. A person that's healed doesn't have to think that they're healed, because a person that healed, there's no pain, there's nothing to think about. When your body healed from a cut, a wound, do you think about the wound anymore?
No.
So why are you thinking that you're healed? What the?
That's true. Okay, Jesse.
Call me again. I gotta run, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
God bless. Have a good day.
You too. Amazing.